Hey everyone, welcome back to Sasha Scents. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I really appreciate it. I have the list from Entertainment Tonight. 13 fragrances that are perfect for summertime for women. And out of those 13, I had 4. I blind bought 2. And then I smelled another couple of fragrances, and I'm going to be giving my honest opinion. I'm not going to hold anything back. So this is not meant to offend anyone, especially if you have the fragrances that I didn't really like that much. So again, it's subjective. You know, everybody has opinions on fragrances. So, and I would love to know, as we're going through this list, what fragrances do you have from their list? And without further ado, let's start with the very first one, which I already had in my collection. And this one is Coconut Sun by the Seven Virtues. This is a clean beauty brand that I really, really enjoy. I've talked about this one a few times. This really is a trip to the islands in a bottle. There's a tropical blend of coconut water, Egyptian jasmine, vanilla, citrus fruits, and sea salt. And although there's coconut water in here, it does have a creaminess to it. And it is very reminiscent to me as if I was laying by this luxurious pool at a really nice resort and I'm drinking a pina colada. I can hear the waves in the distance. The beach is right next to the pool, but I'm really happy just on my lounge chair, soaking in the sun and just enjoying life. That is this in a bottle. I highly recommend this one. They do have it at Sephora, and I'll put links in the description box for you guys if you want to check out these fragrances. But a really great fragrance. And again, this one was Coconut Sun by the Seven Virtues. The next fragrance on their list is Mango Skin Eau de Parfum by VILHELM Perfumerie. I did not have a chance to smell this one, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. People say it's like biting into this luscious, sun-ripened fruit that's very, very juicy. There's mango, blackberry, lotus, vanilla, and pink icing. Not just icing, but pink icing. If anyone has this one and you can really recommend it, let me know your thoughts on it, because I do want to add some of their fragrances into my collection. I don't have any Wilhelm fragrances, so I think it would be nice to have some. But yeah, anyway, moving right along to the next fragrance is Wow Factor Eau de Parfum by SNIF. And I did not have a chance to smell this one. I almost blind bought it, but changed my mind. And this one is supposedly will sweep you off your feet with blends of fig, neroli, rose, and cedarwood. It does sound really, really nice. If any of you have this particular fragrance, let me know in the comments. I guess this one is recommended for like weddings in the summertime. The next one is Salt Eau de Parfum by Ellis Brooklyn. And yes, I did have a chance to smell this one. I'll get to my reaction in a minute. This one is inspired by ocean salted, warm skin combined with tropical flowers and creamy sandalwood. So I went into Sephora to smell it, and I have to say I was really disappointed. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Ellis Brooklyn fragrances. It's just this particular fragrance to me, when I sprayed it on my skin, it smelled like wetty, damp skin that's been in the sun all day long. It's mixing with that coconut sunscreen. It's really salty smelling, but not in like a good way. It almost smells not like BO, but borderline. And I just didn't like the scent profile on my skin. So I'm curious if anyone else has that fragrance. Does it smell weird on you? I don't know. It just kind of turned me off, and I was not interested at all in purchasing that particular fragrance. The next fragrance I did blind buy and pick up in Sephora, and I did not have a chance to smell this one beforehand, and that is number 13, Nouvelle Vague Eau de Parfum by Maison Louis Marie. This is another clean beauty brand, and I have to say, I was very, very impressed with this one, and I was shocked to go on Fragrantica and find that people weren't really into this fragrance. I find it very different. I find it unique. And it does have a lot of that fig note, and fig is becoming one of the most popular fragrance notes for summer in 2023. This will make you feel like you're literally eating figs in the Mediterranean and sipping on cocktails. This has a gorgeous, ripe Tuscan fig. There's coconut, citrus, tonka, and some golden woods. I find this to be very rich smelling, very luxurious, very high class. Like, you know, you'll smell like this rich woman on vacation. I find it to be absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend this one. And if you're kind of skeptical, I know Sephora has it in stock in their stores. Definitely go in and smell it for yourself. A great fragrance. And again, this was number 13, Nouvelle Vague by Maison Louis Marie. So check that one out. All right, the next fragrance on their list was a blind buy. I had it shipped to my house because they don't carry this one in Sephora. I mean, they do, but only online. And that is Burn For You Eau de Parfum by 5 Cents. This is warm, smoky-like beachside bonfire on a summer sultry night. I like it. The problem with this is it smells almost identical to replicas by the fireplace. I mean, they could be twins, and that is a bummer. The only difference is this is clean beauty, which I really like. I do like it, but it's very redundant for me to have this one and then replica by the fireplace. It has, you know, some cedar, vanilla, clove, amber, and cashmere, as well as musk. So a gorgeous fragrance. I do like this one. And if you're really into the clean beauty, then definitely check out Burn For You by 5 Cents. All right, next is a fragrance I already had in my collection, and that one is Boardwalk Delight Eau de Parfum by Skylar. This will awaken your inner child with a grown-up take on cotton candy. And if you love cotton candy, this is like decadent. This is like, will fulfill your sweet tooth. Oh, and it's rounded out with coconut milk and vanilla. This is sexy. It's fun. It's flirty. It is very, very sweet. And if a fragrance is too sweet for me, I sometimes will get a headache. I don't get a headache with this one. This one is just great. If I want something like just to smell really yummy and delicious, I'll reach for this one. It's a great one for the summertime. And again, this one was Boardwalk Delight by Skylar. I'll put a link in the description box for you guys. The next fragrance is Soleil Diffus Eau de Parfum by Tom Ford. I have not had a chance to smell this one. I know it's the latest addition to Tom Ford's Soleil family. This one, however, is supposed to evoke the powerful glow of summer sunsets with a burning blend of tuberose, warm amber, and exotic sandalwood. And it sounds really, really nice. And one of these days I'll have to pop into Macy's if they carry it there and smell it for myself. All right, the next fragrance, which is already in my collection, that one is Rio Radiance Perfume Mist by Sol de Janeiro. This is sunny. It's bright. It has a comforting blend of solar tuberose, coconut milk, some white florals, and vanilla. It's a large bottle. There's like 8 ounces and it's only $38. Having said that, it doesn't last a super long time. You will need to respray this one. It's like a plastic bottle. You can just throw it in your bag, take it to the beach or take it to the pool. Really nice smelling fragrance. So I do highly recommend this one. It's super affordable. And the next one I also have in my collection. That one is Delina Eau de Parfum by Parfums de Marly. This is one of those luxurious TikTok favorites. It has romantic notes of rose, exotic lychee, rhubarb, and some uplifting bergamot. This to me smells, it has like this bright, tangy opening. Almost like a champagne with berries in there. And then I also get like that Turkish delight dessert. Absolutely delicious and decadent. It's beautiful. It's romantic. It's feminine. And if you're looking to add niche fragrances into your collection, I highly recommend this one. It's a staple. It's a fabulous fragrance. And again, this one is Delina by Parfums de Marly. Next on their list, which I have not smelled, is Rockaway Beach Eau de Parfum by DS and Durga. This is another TikTok favorite, and it's supposed to be the epitome of a New York City's beach in the late 1970s. It smells like ocean air, suntan lotion, and salty skin with musk. I think this one's pretty pricey, and that's the reason why I didn't blind buy it. I'm curious about it. I would like to smell it. Let me know if you have it. What are your thoughts on it? Next on the list is Nectarine Blossom and Honey Cologne by Jo Malone. I have not smelled this one, and I wasn't interested in blind buying this one only because Jo Malone fragrances disappear very quickly on my skin. And I'm curious, does it do the same thing on you? Do you guys notice that Jo Malone fragrances or colognes just don't last a long time? I don't know. Anyway, this one has nectarine, there's peach, cassis, florals, and acacia honey. It's sweet, sophisticated, and makes the perfect scent, according to Entertainment Tonight. Next on the list, I did have a chance to smell, and that is Vacation Eau de Toilette by Vacation. This was created by the famous sunscreen brand. I did run into Ulta because they had it there, and I'll be very honest with you, I was not impressed at all. I'll tell you why in a minute, but it has notes of coconut milk, pineapple, there's solar notes in here, musk, and then you get hints of pool water and lycra swimsuits. So they pretty much nailed that one. My impression on that one after I sprayed it on, it was screechy. It was chemical, you know, it smelled like chemicals, maybe the pool water, chlorine, like I don't know what it was. I didn't like it at all, and I just did not want to purchase that one, and I don't mean to offend anyone. That's just how it smelled, but yeah, that one was the Vacation fragrance that I found at Ulta. Let me know if you have it. Let me know your thoughts on it. But there are the 13 from Entertainment Tonight of the best summer fragrances for women. Let me know your thoughts on their list. I would love to know what you enjoy wearing. Again, do you have any from this list, and what do you think of them? Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you guys again real soon.